Hello, fellow compatriots, and welcome to the show. Today we're going to be going ahead and making some digital builds. Yes, that's right. So we're going to go ahead and make a whole mafia, basically, right now. We're going to be making the Matoran Mafia. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And, of course, we do got a super chat poll on the get-go. I'm very excited about that and everything. So hopefully you'll enjoy and like it. Seems like my audio capture is a little high. Let me just, it's like peaking. I don't like that. There we go. Let me know if that sounds better. And yeah, it's kind of peaking a little bit, but not as high. So hopefully I am not like too loud or too noisy. We're gonna actually lower the volume of the music. There we go. That should be good. And I think we can go ahead and do something Bionicle themed, since we are going to be making something pretty unique in terms of the aesthetic. Because I figured out a new Matoran build design to make digitally, and I'm very ecstatic about it. So I'm gonna be giving that a shot and playing around with that. It's gonna be a lot of fun, honestly. Let me go ahead and see if we can put on some scrap metal music potentially. You know what? This music is good. I don't think we need to keep throwing more. And let's see. Is there a way for me to... Aha! Now I gotta pop out of the chat. I do like that. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have super chat there. And this guy over here, so that I can see everybody, basically. And let's go ahead and actually... Boom. Oh, that's wonky. You know what? We'll just do display capture. I think that is probably for the best. There we go. We'll just do display capture for now. So yeah, y'all are easily seen now. So. Oh. There we go. There we go. Looks like we're leaning to the 2001, 2008. So this is Braca. I have made Braca in the past. He's basically based on 2001 bad guy. 2006 bad guy. Yeah, Duracell bad guy. He's based on Duracell bad guy, but I really like this build. So we're gonna be copying and pasting him, because it seems like I didn't save a... Actually, let's actually hide the ground here. So we're gonna Control C, and we're just gonna plop him down right here, and we're just gonna erase him from existence. That's basically gonna be the plan. We're gonna just erase him from existence. So we're just gonna paint him all one color, with the exception of maybe... Okay, we're gonna actually make sure, because he's all posed out, so let me unpose him. Because I kind of need him in a T-pose formation. That's what needs to happen right now. He needs to be T-posed. Honestly, we'll just... Yeah, I think if we just rotate this, make sure it's straight, and then just Control C, Control V. There we go. No, whoa. Calm down, sir. Calm down. You are getting way too ecstatic, buddy. You're getting way too ecstatic. All right, so now there is a few illegal loose connections here. There's loose connections. I wouldn't do this IRL, by the way. Keep that in mind. I would not do some of the techniques that you see here IRL, but some are actually pretty stable. Some are not. These shoulders, not stable. Lego can easily do this in other colors. They easily could. They easily could, but they refuse to. They refuse to because they're cowards. That's what they are. They're all cowards. Every last one of them. Alright. And we're gonna straighten this you out, buddy. There we go. And yeah, that's somewhat straight. That looks more straight. There we go. Mission accomplished. I saved planet Earth. I saved Spherus Magna from being blown up just by rotating. I have been seeing a lot of comments lately about like the tutorial video. So like because I did a stud.io tutorial in the past. In all honesty, I kind of want to redo it because the render quality is not the greatest for whatever reason. I don't understand why it's not the best. It's kind of baffling, but it's a thing. That's a thing. And I don't know why it was such a thing for it to just be like, yeah, I am actually not gonna render in the highest quality imaginable. And, you know, whenever I build with Studio, I'm gonna be so for real. Every single time that I build with Studio, I'm always in a position, it's like, if only I can have this thing physically. If I can have this person, this little man in my hands physically, I would be happy. Now, you're probably saying, but Tributron, you could just 3D print it. Not everything. Because, turns out, Lego makes some faulty parts on purpose. They actually do. And the only reason I know this is because I've been working on the toy line for over 6 years now. I know this stuff. It's wild. So that is one of the reasons why you see sockets break, some sockets more than others, is because some sockets are actually designed to break over time. Which is a crazy thought. So when you see parts like these, and you're like, ooh, that's a cool custom part. I want to 3D print that. Can you 3D print it? Yes. Do you have to size up the socket slightly differently for it to work? More than likely. But you can't just port everything out of stud.io. It just doesn't work that way. You can't. You just can't. You just can't. Oh yeah, let me paint this whole thing. Actually, let me hide the eyes. There we go. Eyes are hidden. And then I am gonna paint the whole thing. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's also hide the pins because I'm planning. Wait a minute. Yeah, let's. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, let's hide that and that. I think those two parts can be hidden and then return to main model. Hide that and hide that. There we go. So those are hidden. I guess we can hide those two. All right. I think I hit enough. I think I actually hit enough. Let's just color this all in gray, in light bluish gray. There we go. Now we got a template. We got a Matoran template for us to do our very gremlinly behavior right now. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and make, first off, let me save this. Save as, Matoran template. It's kind of borderline Matorian in a way. There are so many colors. Like, this is a dangerous program in the sense that it makes me want to make more stuff physically. And I know that that's not a thing. Yeah, I guess we'll save changes. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and show. And we're gonna do Gata. I think we're gonna do Gata next. And Gata is a Matoran that is kind of like a samurai type character. She has, and she's very loyal to Braca. So she will do whatever it takes, to protect her boss. Let me open the color chart here. See, I tried to make a brick build Gata. I'm gonna have to clean all this out because, oh yeah, I was making Steve from Minecraft. That was a thing that I was working on. A Minecraft Steve. The Steviest of Steves. Where is the color? Okay. I know I have it. I know I do. I just had to look for it. Okay, there we go. I found it. Yay! Special shout out to Natar the Time Dragon for providing some colors. They have been very helpful. Like really helpful, which I really like. All right, so edit. And we're gonna do Ga. So she has, what color is that? Volume reddish orange. Wait. What was it again? Volume glow reddish orange. Okay, there. Okay, so volume glow. There we go. And then, oh no, I don't want to do that. Semi-trans light orange. Okay. Okay, semi-trans light orange. Okay, there we go. We did it. And now we're gonna go ahead and make her blue. Gonna make her blue and glorious. Let's go. And welcome. Good to see more folks over here in channel. So we're gonna do probably blue and dark azure. Or But she mostly... She didn't had a full... I think we're gonna actually do Dark Azure and Marisk Blue. Haynes Animate says, greetings, creator of the infamous and magnificent, extraordinary Robo-Dog. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Dino Dog approves. I wish, like, if I do decide to do VTubing in the future, I might just have Dino Dog also be like a co-host permanently if I ever do that. So like, hey, you get to see the digital version of me, and then you see like Dino Dog just being puppeted and on the side. I've been thinking about doing that for a long while, and that is not a joke. Okay, so RS. Oh, hold on, let's... I know I have... Okay, let's go ahead and over here. RS Blue. There we go. So, I think the torso would have to be in the Marisk Blue. And this is unofficial colors, mind you. I'm just coloring her up in whatever flavor of color of the day, effectively, if you must know. That is realistically what's happening right now. And is it accurate? No, not really. But am I having fun and making the Bracca's gang in my story? Yes. The Matoran Mafia. All right, so as Dark Azure was another, so we're gonna do that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Look at that. It's glorious. I like how they just color all at the same time, basically, with no issues. We should do another color. Did she have... Oh, man. Wait. Usually... Matoran just have 2 colors. So, like, doing just the full-on... You know what? Let's... How will it look in the full-on blue? That looks okay. And then we can just add gray there. Yeah, that makes... That's fine. That is fine. We'll probably make the joints a different color, more than likely. I feel like that's appropriate when it comes to her... Oh yeah, her mask! She does have a trans orange mask. So let me go ahead to custom parts here. Yes, please. Dino Dog is absolute cinema. Thank you. Why is your Discord notifications going haywire? People are looking for you. I know. That is like... I'm gonna have to mute that potentially. Because it's actually bothering me. Like, the pings. I'm too popular. Like, words of the wise? Do not become a YouTuber, because you're gonna get notifications all the time. I'm gonna have to probably turn that off at some point, but I need to keep and be aware if someone is trying to reach out to me, because all right. We got a translucent. I guess I can use the same orange. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. And then we can go ahead and add gray. Actually, just gray. All right, so let's go ahead and... Ooh, dark blue's gray. Yes. Yes. I like this coloration. Yes. So, because it adds a little bit of a mechanical feel. Which I really like. I really like the metallic aspects of this, and then we get some more gray, but we'll do it in a different shade of silver. There we go. So she can look more mechanical this way now. Which I really like. I really like when a character ends up looking mechanical in a way. I always like that aspect about Bionicle and no, that's not what I want, black. Thank you. And that's not what I want, black. There we go. Nailed it. Perfection. She's beautiful. All right, Gata is basically done. She's amazing. She's beautiful. Woo! All right, so we got Gata out of the way. And we're just gonna go ahead and save as. And we're gonna save it as Gata updated. Oh, wait, she needs her swords. She has swords. I forgot. She's a She uses swords. I need to give her a sword. Or two. Probably just one sword. Hold on, is there a sword? How funny would it be if I just give her this? I mean, it doesn't match her character. This is more of like a two-yet sword. It kind of clashes with what I'm going for. Let's go ahead and probably do like Kopaka's sword or something. Actually, let's do Blade. Blade might be the better. Okay, the pings are actually annoying me. We'll be right back after these messages. Yeah, we'll be right back. Hold on. Let me fix this. Let me actually fix this. This is actually... Did I do it? Hold on. Let me check the notification. Preview. Oh, okay. So there we go. That should do it. I turned off new messages, so there we go. That should have done it. That should have done it. And we're gonna do that. And then boom. And boom. Wait. No, that's not what I meant to do. No. Hold on. No, pop out. I need you, chat. I need you. Yeah, you go there, and then there we go. There we go. We did it, chat. We did it. Now you're back. You're back. I can see you now. I thought I lost you guys. I was worried. I thought I lost you. All right. Hopefully Y'all can hear me better now. Okay, is this... Ooh, actually, we can use this. We can use this. There we go. I know they call it a tonfa, but I'm not going to use it as a tonfa. I am going to use it as a sword. So let's get silver and get something really shiny. Maybe... Speckle colors. 2001 silver would be... Yeah, to do a 2001 silver, that would be pretty cool. And we're gonna actually put a nub on, do something over here. I kind of want to do something with that. You know, that can easily turn into a broadsword. I'm just thinking. Hold on. It's giving me ideas here. If I put a Borak eye just right in there and then put a handle. Yes. But we do it like... No, we... There we go. That's all in 2001 silver. That looks pretty good. And then we can go ahead, get some Technic in here for a handle. Give it a nice old wood texture. Hold on, come on, come on. I need wood. There we go. There we go. That's in a... Why is that going through there? That's no. All right. Let's go ahead and put this in her hand. I'm gonna say she's left-handed. That is now canon. She is now left-handed. Because I choose her to be left-handed. A left-handed swordswoman. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and turn that into just sword. Because that's what it is. It's a sword that does sword things. Wait a minute. Why am I doing that? There we go. And how about that? And we're going to go ahead and look at that. Look at that. I'm getting better at moving stuff around in Studio. I hardly ever use this program. The reason why we're using this, though, is because we're kind of running out of space as everything for AD is getting more and more expanded on. And yes, there will be clipping, I know. But you know what? It's digital. It's not real. Would I realistically do this? No, I would not. It would actually annoy me a lot if I did this actually IRL. But we'll do some IRL possible builds depending on what wins in the poll. We're going to do a render. We're going to see how easily this computer can survive while streaming. We're going to have to do a low render quality. So really low, small photos because of the processing. because it takes a while to process this sort of thing, so it's gonna be kind of on the slow end. We're gonna save, because Studio is kind of eats at your computer. That's something that always keeps eating at the computer. It has a high processing time, so we're not gonna do that all too much in terms of rendering. So I think we're gonna make her have a stoic pose. Oh, I forgot to do the thing. Hold on. Create a small panel. Holding sword. There we go. And now don't have to worry about that all too much. And we're gonna rotate, probably raise this up, considering our elbow is gonna be bent. Actually, we can probably lower that now. Hold on. Wait, no. So you do not like the idea of being rotated at all, do you, buddy? Oh, okay. Okay, that's gonna be a little bit of an issue, but it's okay though, because I have a workaround. Actually, yeah, we'll just remove that. There we go. Oh, I know what it is. All right. This is causing collision issues. What? There's no way. This foot is also causing collision issues. Can you rotate now? Can you be a good... Thank you. Okay, there we go. We're gonna rotate you. Up a bit. There we go. And then... Oh, now you... Okay, it's because you were colliding with the other foot. That makes sense. That makes sense if you're colliding with the other foot. That makes perfect sense. But my goodness. That doesn't make things any easier. No, no, no. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do some hiding again. And we're gonna rotate you. No, that's not what we want. We want you to rotate. No, that's... Okay, stare. Rotate. Why? Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Alright, if I select all of you... Actually, you know what? We're gonna make you disappear. We're gonna just make... No, I did not want that to disappear. That's the last thing I want to disappear. Alright. There we go. You have no excuse now. None. Thank you. First try, ladies and gents. First try. Hardly any difficulty. You know, I am thinking about making another character for Dinodog to go alongside. Speaking of, I've been really considering doing more Dinodog videos. Because, one, you know, they're fun to make. They're a lot of fun to make. And especially with how YouTube has been changing over the years, doing the content that I typically do isn't isn't doing so well. I think it is. It used to, but not as much anymore. All right, there we go. So she is all good and dandy. We're gonna go ahead and import in some terrain. So let's go ahead and import a model. And let's go ahead, grab some background. So let's try terrain 1. Flame spin, folding chair. Yeah, let's do terrain 1. I think that's mostly like dirt. Like, it varies in terms of the terrain itself, but... Oh, yeah. Okay, I can see this working. All right, let me just grab that real quick, and let me make her disappear so she's, like, out of the way at the meantime. And we're gonna go ahead and actually make a beach. I think we're gonna go ahead and make this into a beach. So we're actually gonna get some... Oh yeah, tan? Is it tan? Yes, dark tan. Let's go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm actually kind of happy with that. Okay, so we go ahead and get the lighter hues. So let's go ahead and get some lighter tan. Probably put that in like a few places so that it's like, hey, there's clearly, you know, some random stuff going on. There we go. Oh yeah, let me hide you again. I forgot to, yeah. I'm gonna have to keep her hidden. I keep forgetting. Hello, BMI instructions, welcome. So, I just got finished with another build. So right now we are just making sure that we got something good to render with, so that, hey, we don't have to worry too much about anything. So we're just gonna grab them. Excuse me. Yay. Okay. First, that is not connected. That is not at all connected. There we go. Now that's flesh. Yeah, make her... There we go. And now we can render this. Probably best to keep it in a downward angle for more than likely. So let's see if the computer breaks. We're gonna do a medium photoreal. The resolution is gonna be 1080p, so 1:1. And if we want to Photoshop, we will Photoshop, but for all intents and purposes, we're just gonna see how well this computer can handle while streaming. I think that's closer to like a sky-like color. Okay, so medium, 1080p. Let's keep... Yeah, UV tech. Okay, we'll just keep that in. I think that should be fine. Okay, let's render her out. Let's see how well she does. And if the computer screams in agony, we will know. And let's hope not. Oh, it's actually struggling. Okay. I'm hearing like the fans going and everything. Oh, fingers crossed. 1080p, let's go. Medium quality. Oh no, my voice is sounding... Oh, okay, we're not doing this. Yeah, okay, it's not. It's a no-no. It's a no-no. Yeah, that was a no-no. All right, so we're just gonna delete all this. Yeah, we don't need that. Yeah, we'll just delete all that. So she's done. She's done. We're just not gonna render her like ever. Basically, she's not gonna be rendered at all. Let me go ahead and see how we're doing here. Ooh, okay, okay. Got 4 votes going on. Love that. So we're not gonna do rendering. We learned that very quickly. Apparently rendering is bad. Even at 1080p. Why does my voice sound crunchy? Why does my voice sound crunchy? Are my levels that bad? No, it's decent. Beep boop. Yeah. That's crazy. That is crazy. So, a little fun story fact. A lot of the characters that I'm making here was in an RP server that I used to RP in years ago. Because I never really wrote any of my Bionicle like fanfic ideas at all. I never really had a place to go ahead and discuss and talk about the lore, so mostly it was through RP servers, which then again, it's its own offshoot canon from the main continuity that like my universe takes place in terms of Bionicle wise. So like there is a little bit of cause and effect. However, throughout the course of said RP, the more I would RP, basically. The more I would RP, the more characters I started playing as. And the more and more I was just RPing with myself. So eventually it came to the point where I was the main person that was doing most of the role-playing with myself. So all of my characters are basically like talking to each other in huge, massive paragraphs. I would just write paragraphs upon paragraphs of just lore of just these characters interacting. So in all intents and purposes, let's actually import a model here. Not the renders. Let's get Braca updated over here, so that I can show the side-by-sides. That's the main thing. I was hoping that I can do rendering as well, but apparently not even at 1080p. So we're just a little bit of imagination is required. All right, so this is Braca. So Braca is basically the leader of a Matoran mafia. And basically in the canon, there's a lot of Matoran disappearing. And for a short while, a great being was in the mind, inside of Braca's mind, and they went by a different name entirely, known as Kino. Now, after Kino was able to find a suitable host, a suitable vessel rather, that his mind can live and thrive in, they didn't need Braca anymore. So Braca was on his own, and Braca knew right away the dangers that were going to be coming to the island, and the dangers that already existed there are far more greater than the Makuta, and knew that he couldn't depend on the Toa or anything, because he saw firsthand when coming face to face with Toa while being puppeted around by the Great Being, that these Toa are young, they're inexperienced, they still do not have the means to actually defeat the evil, but they're doing the best they can. But Braca is like, no. I want to make sure this island is safe no matter what. And so he goes around the island recruiting members into his crew. And one of them is this fine lady here, Gata. And Gata, she is a swordswoman. She's good at pirating and taking loot and treasure from other like shipments and so forth. So she's pretty good at like taking freight that gets transported from one location of the island to the next, because there are waterways throughout the island and around, of course, like trading routes by boat. And she would like attack all those different sectors, and even more so once under Braca's leadership, because now all the resources she collects can go into the mafia. And the reason this guy has a Jutlin is mainly because he knows how to use Kanohi powers. And he uses it mainly for interrogation purposes. So, to get information out of people, he is very ruthless and cruel. If like a Matoran heard about them, they would assume they were a Shadow Matoran, for how evil and cruel his actions seem to be. When in actuality, he's just misguided. But yeah, those are the two characters. And now we're going to go ahead and make another one. And I think we're going to go ahead and make Tech. I think Tech is going to be the next one. We're going to go ahead and make. And Tech is a merchant. Oh yeah. Where's you? Where is you? Okay. Updated Matoran template. There we go. We got it. All right. So Tech is kind of like Akamu. He is basically, he knows how to swindle people. He knows how to bargain, haggle for people for a good price and that sort of thing. So with that being let's release. There we go. So we're gonna do Tech. Tech is gonna be coming up. I forgot what eye color. I think he had blue eyes. Hold on, we're gonna have to go into the for Poe. Let's see what colors we have. Yeah, we might actually have to do yellow. I think yellow might be the way to go. Volume yellowish orange. All right. Okay, so volume. Yellow. There we go. And then top would be, oh, transnet. Okay. All right, semi-trans. Wow, okay, that's just spot on. All right, so his colors, because he is Poe. I think he did use tan. Yeah, he mostly used tan and brown. Basically the two classic colors. Yeah, tan and dark brown. Yeah, that. Yeah, we'll just use the two classic colors for him. So we're gonna use tan. Wait, no, that's the wrong part. That's the wrong part. Hold on, the torso is mostly tan. I think we're actually gonna go ahead and do something different with this Matoran build, where though there is tan, it just transitions into like dark brown hands. I kind of want to do that. Kind of tempted to see how that turns out. And let's do dark brown now. There we go, dark brown. Boom, 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 boom. What? Yeah, I don't mind. Thank you. It was giving me a hard time for no reason. I did not like that. I did not like that at all. That was the opposite of a good time. That was actually annoying. Oh, Teg actually annoyed me for once. That's a first. That is a first for one of my builds to actually annoy me. It takes a good while for a build to annoy me. It really does. I think the most frustrating build I've ever done was my Malavar mock. Because he kept falling, but I was so determined to make a articulated Bionicle that can walk by itself. That was like one of the most hardest builds to do. And you know, it's also one of those things where, you know, I hear all this talk about, wait a minute, hold on. Can we use some prosthetic colors? You know, what? You know, we'll use some speckled copper, yeah. I think speckled copper would work. Did I spell that wrong? I must have. Okay, copper. Please tell me. Yes. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. There we go. Yeah, that looks right. Oh, no, there we go. Yes. There we go. Okay, so what I was saying was about making, like, now that I'm talking about the self-walking Bionicle that I did, that was like one of the more difficult builds to actually make. You know, it's kind of reminds me of like the discussion that people tend to have. It's like, hey, you know, it's hard to make Bionicle nowadays. And it's like, it's actually super easy to get a Bionicle nowadays. Like, you can get a modern Technic set and turn it into a Bionicle. Honestly, I should make that into a series, like where I just like buy a Technic set and just turn it into a Bionicle. Would you guys actually like that? Would you watch that? Me just getting some Bionicle basic some Technic and turning it into a Bionicle with instructions. Like, would you guys actually like that? Because I could do that. Realistically, I could. I really could. It's no biggie. It is in my means and abilities to do. All right, I think, yeah, we're gonna have to make that gray. Yeah, there we go. We'll do dark gray with silver center on that. Yeah. Yeah, because that makes more sense there. And we can, I guess we can spread it over here too. Just having some dark gray in a few spots in the body. There we go. Nope. A little over. There we go. And it's a match. Gotta love it. All right. So now we can go ahead and do the silver. So light gray. Boom, 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 boom. I can't wait to render this group. In all honesty, that it's gonna turn out so nice. All right, but yeah, if y'all want me to go ahead and just make a whole bunch of Bionicle with modern Lego, like not bricks, actual Technic, you can do it with Technic. It's possible. Because more often than not, when I'm doing mock making, I mostly use Technic. That is one of the main things that I tend to use more often than not is like, hey, it's a Bionicle. In essence, it's mostly Technic. Like, even looking at this, which is realistically, not all of this is actually possible to do IRL. Let's be so for real. But like, just the elements present here, regardless of color, the elements present here. This is still being produced. This is still being produced. I think these are still being produced. I am not so sure. The sockets are still being made, but like even the torso, it's specialized and stuff like that. But like, it's a little bit of Bionicle, and then you have a whole bunch of stuff that's from other things all throughout the build, which means it's very easy to like actually make a Bionicle realistically, because I always keep using Technic in all of my builds. almost every single time without fail. And Technic can be expensive. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that at all. Technic can be expensive. But the fact that we still have Technic today, mainly because a lot of system mocks also use Technic, you know, it speaks volumes. Okay, so let's save this as tech. There we go. We got most of the we got some of the Matoran Mafia here. And I think we're gonna go ahead and end the poll. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end the poll right now. So we're gonna go ahead and make a 2008 build. So let's go ahead and start working on that. So, and we're gonna use parts that would exist at the time. So let's go ahead and do a poll of, okay. Here's a year. Okay, 2008. And then we got 2009. And then 2010. And I'm gonna start building. There we go. So we'll pop the poll open so that everybody can see that clearly and wonderfully, since it has been a while now. All right, so come on computer. There we go. All right, so we're gonna actually close this. Yeah, we'll save. Close that, open that, close that. All right, we're gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna start building as if it's from 2008, and then we can carry on and add elements over. I'm gonna go ahead and make... I know Lego really wanted to lean into the organic aspect. So we're probably going to lean into the more organic aspect when it comes to this specific build. Do we use this piece? I'm kind of tempted, but no. We'll save that for later. I am going to go ahead and grab... Let's see here. Toa, Titan, Rahi. Let's go ahead and do a Rahi. I feel like a Rahi or a Dark Hunter character would be interesting to do. So we're actually going to use this foot here. And we're going to build off of it. Actually, wait a minute. No. We got... I got a better foot to use. Hold on. I got a better foot to use. Hold on. Foot. There we go. We'll use this foot. There we go. And then Master. And then Technic. I think what we're going to be doing here is taking advantage of these stud connections to expand the foot out. I'm actually going to have something weird going on with that. So we're going to put a socket where you would typically see a socket. And of course, we had to use the 08 sockets. We just have to, because in that era, they just used a lot of. Oh wait, sockets must be so for real. Technic linker. Go ahead and grab these. And then we're gonna go ahead and add this in. And that would like add like additional support for what we're about to do, which is kind of crazy. And I know blades were a thing, so we're gonna also add some blades. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I just realized what we can do because this piece now exists. This piece exists in this era. We'll use that because of course they would use that. Why wouldn't they use that? And then we're gonna go ahead and grab some blades. That would be common at the time to build out off of the feet. I'm thinking... Ooh. Adding these on the side to bulk out the foot would be actually kind of cool. I kind of want to do that. All right, we'll save that piece because we might use that for this Titan that we're making here. And of course, since it is a Titan, we are going to be adding some connection points to allow for a socket to basically go in the back close to the heel. It's going to be a weird construction. It's going to be very weird. These pieces also existed. We might... Yeah, those pieces did exist. But that's a classic. We've seen it used on a foot before, so we're not going to use that as a foot. Technically, this was used as a foot, but the way I'm going to be using it is going to be weird. But the good kind of weird. So it's okay because it is the good kind of weird and not the weird kind of weird. If that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. If not, then I deeply apologize. But it is a plan. And boy, are the plans planning. I am planning so hard that even my plans have plans. You could call me in Atlantis because of how huge of a big brain I have when it comes to planning. It's wild. It's crazy. You don't even know how crazy. Wait a minute. Do I have the other of that? Oh my gosh, yes we do. All right, I'm gonna pull these out because they're hard to find. They actually are hard to find for me. So I'm pulling them out now because I know it's going to be difficult. Actually, we're gonna use these for the feet. We're gonna use these for the feet. Yeah, we're gonna actually use that for the feet. Actually, we'll keep the claws. Keep the longer claws. That's gonna be integrated into the foot. So that's gonna be interesting. Let's go ahead and go to master now. There we go. Wait a minute. I just realized that I could potentially do a thing here. Let me go ahead and see if I can do the thing. If not, then I'll just drop it. But if I can, oh boy. 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 That's what this is the stream now. Just me saying, oh boy. 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 Are you liking the stream? I hope you are. I put a lot of effort into it. If you couldn't tell. So much effort that was just put into this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. You know what? No, we're gonna compact this. We're gonna compact this. We can compact this. We have the technology. We're going to compact it. Yes. 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 Unlimited power. Oh boy. Oh no. It's so Jover. Alright, so I kinda want to it's too high, I feel. I kind of want to do the L. Wait a minute. We have the technology. We actually do. So that we can keep the smoother profile. I didn't thought about that. We have this piece. This piece exists. That's going to be part of the Titan foot. So we're going to actually get some pins and we're going to connect it on the sides of the ankle, so that we can have it do the thing that we want it to do, which is a lot of awesome stuff. Trust me on this. It's going to be really good. You're going to like it. The only issue is that there's going to be blue pins, so we might integrate that into the color scheme. We might not add that into the color scheme. That is all up in the air. So we're going to go ahead do that. Yes. Okay, so if we do... Wait, so that... Oh, I know what to do. I got it. I figured it out. I figured it out, chat. I figured it out. We're going to be actually using some pins here, and we're just gonna connect it, just like so. Hey, you go in there. There we go. And then we got one of these bad boys right over here. Connect that in, and now we can go ahead and Control-C, Control-V, boom, boom. And lo and behold, we got a place to add another socket. Wait a minute, that won't be possible physically, because it's curved. Oh, it's curved. It has to rotate the other way. Yeah, it has to rotate the other way. I didn't think about that. Oh, I didn't think about that. It has to rotate, which is why this will fit perfectly, because it's rounded. It's actually curved, but Oh my goodness. So close to greatness. So close. All right, we're gonna add some pins on the sides at the very least. Just build up the foot. That actually looks kind of cool. It gives it like a creature vibe. I don't know why I like adding... Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to try to make it look like a good guy. I'm good at making villain characters, but I'm going to try to make something that looks heroic. So we're actually going to clear these pins out real quick and try to actually put a actual socket in there. Oh, I think I know what to do. I think I know what to do. I think I got a Solulu for my Delulu. Yeah, I definitely got a Solulu for my Delulus. I got all the Solulus for my Delulus. It's great. It's amazing. Like, I'm having lots of ideas. I am so big-brained right now. My brain is huge, by the way. I have a very big brain. I have a massive brain. It is so big. It's incomprehensible. That's how huge it is. Yeah, it's a very odd medical condition of brain power. So I am sorry if it's hard to process how much brain can brain, but you know what? I do what I can. In these trying times, I do what I can. It's a challenge, but it's a challenge that I embrace, that I love very passionate and affectionately. So I know it's worthwhile. There we go. And now that we got that in, of which that is going to have its own connection point that's going to be super interesting and weird. Let's go ahead and do that. Boom. Put that in there. Put that in there. There we go. So we got an arm here, a foot here. We got a foot. We're going to go ahead and actually put a leg on now, and we're going to add armor onto this. I think we're actually going to go ahead and use the Visorak parts to our advantage, because I really like the idea of using the Visorak foot. It's just something about it that's like compelling. I'm not so sure if compelling is actually the right word, but you know, it feels compelling to me. And you know, that's the most important, is that it's compelling to me. Yeah, that can still look heroic. I can still see that being, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna keep that. Is it weird? Yes. Do I like it though? 100%. So we're keeping it because it's weird and I like it. And oh wait. That reminds me. Let me get the. No, we're not hiding anything. Let's get an 08 socket. Wait, what? Why is there two? I am confused. I am confused. What? Alright, so biddable figure. Let's get okay, so we got that. Would that work? Wait. We can do... It's just that this would have to go... basically in line with the base of the leg, and that's going to be kind of difficult to do at this current point that we're at right now. So I'm thinking what we could do for this leg in particular, we can probably do pull a number from Takanuva. I don't want to do that per se. If I don't have to do it, I will not do it. Wait. I think I got an idea. Oh, I got an idea. I can use the Paraka limb. Do we have the Paraka limb? That is the question. Hold on. Maybe in custom parts. Nice, we do. Oh my gosh, we do. Yes. Now we can actually use the center slot to pivot a thing. So something is going to weave through here and create the pivoting motion that we want to recreate. That's basically what's going to be happening here. And we're going to clear that, go to master. And then we're going to go to Technic Linker. And we're going to go ahead and grab this piece. Oh, yeah, hold on. Yeah, this is the newer part. Let me just use that real quick. There we go. So the newer part there, we can add a joint here. Yeah. Okay. I think we got it. I think we got a solution here. So, which means this entire foot is probably finito. We're gonna go ahead and copy this design and Control V. Boom. Create a submodel. V1 leg. There we go. And we're gonna hide that so that we can then work on this. So let me go ahead and actually clear this out, because we can actually use that to our advantage. I have a good feeling that we can, that we will. Yeah, because Oh, yes, we can. Oh, yes, we can. Hold on. Hold on. Technic linker. And there we go. Oh, my goodness. I can taste it. Unlimited power. I can taste it. Oh, it's amazing. It's wonderful. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do we... Oh no, did I just mess up my makeup? I think I just messed up my makeup. No. No, I did not. Okay, all is good. All is good. I was so worried. I thought I messed up my makeup there. I was like, no. So okay, 2008 it is. Okay, good. Now I can settle in on because I started working on 2008 anyway, so this actually works in my favor for making a character. I'm gonna actually make a hero. And he is going to be a great hero. He is going to be a really good looking hero. So, wait a minute. And that being said, though, wait. Okay, so let's... Because I was working on a design for this character, you know, in particular. I'm going to be having something weave through here in this hole, so that I can create a piston effect, which means he's gonna be very robust looking, which is gonna be kind of fun to see, like a very robust looking character. You know what? That being said, though, we can save a little bit on the detailing here. Do that. Yes, we can do that. Jager says, hello, fellow compatriot. Hello and welcome. You are on stream right now. I actually figured out a way to have chatters be actually visible. So, yay. And we're making some bonkle. Oh, we can do the thing. We could do the thing. Hold on. I got the idea. Oh, you can do the thing. All right. So this is gonna go here. So that's gonna slide back and forth. I know, like, it looks like it's clipping, but it should not clip realistically. Due to the nature of the weapons, there is a clear clearance. We are making a Titan. That's what we're making. However, we're doing a special design mechanism to allow for to allow for some extra flexibility, but it would also allow for the detailing because for this Titan character. So we are actually making, because most Titans have pistons, but I'm gonna be doing something different here, where I have a different design method in place. And it's gonna be kind of Umarakish. Speak about Umarakish. Let me actually add and how the legs kind of work, without it being one-to-one. And I'm familiar enough with all these pieces where I'm like, would that work? Would that not work? So yeah, so that's gonna be there. We're gonna add some armor detailing here so it can cover it. And then on the top here, on this angle element, there's gonna be some other stuff as well for cosmetics and so on and so forth. All attached to this foot, by the way. We're gonna do some crazy things with this foot. This foot it's gonna see some crazy things. Some crazy foot action, I guess you could say. Crazy foot action. Of all the words, I say crazy foot action. No. Anything but the crazy foot action. Anything but that. What have I done? Wait a minute. Would that work? It's 1, 2. No. All right. So we got the ankle in place now. That is an ankle. And we can actually add a slicer foot piece right in there, which we're going to do right now. And that's going to look amazing. Like the amazing digital circus. Isn't that right, King? Or what have you? Man, I am so excited for seeing episodes like 8 and 9 in theaters. I so want to see that. I'm so ecstatic about that. Okay, that piece is there. Wait a minute, this piece is present. So we'll just excuse me, sir. You're there the whole time? I didn't mean to peek my mic. Oh no, I peeked my mic. Oh no, why did I do that? Okay. Sir? Oh my gosh. No. Stop flipping around. Stay the course. Why are you like this? Why? Just go in the hole. Just go in. Just go in. Why won't you go in? Just go. This program is going to be the end of me, I swear. It's going to be the end of me. Alright. So, clearly we're not going to use the long one. We're going to use the short one. And for obvious reasons. So we're... Where's the sockets? We need the sockets. There it is. My favorite piece from the 08 sockets. I love these so much. There's obviously nothing could possibly go wrong with these. Nothing at all. They are like the best piece ever to exist with no obvious flaws at all. And yeah. So we got that. I feel like I could do something about that. Yeah, this is a nice lake. It's a lake that knows how to leg in the best way possible. So if this were there, yeah, that would go there. Got it. And obviously we haven't colored it yet. We'll figure out color schemes once we get further into the mix. I'm still deciding what color scheme it's going to be for this build. You know, the later years people throw in, the more parts I'll have access to. But I am not complaining. I mean, I think the only 2008 style mock I've ever made was Tridax, which is crazy. Syntrax is like, hey Trip, been a while, huh? Yeah, it certainly has. And also, I figured out how to have chatters and stream. I'm becoming a true streamer. Isn't that exciting? I'm like so ecstatic about that. But yeah, it has been a while. I am working on a Titan build because people voted for something 2008 design, so I'm working on something 2008 inspired. So we're doing that. We be doing that. Wait a minute, can that? No, because that's gonna bump it to there. I have the piece physically, I know. Because some of the clearances in Studio are not accurate to the clearances that you would see in the physical part IRL. Is that you can recruit. You know what? That is so true. Good thing with 2008 is that you can recreate most of it without using those awful square joints IRL. That is true, though I am going to be probably making this guy or gal IRL. We'll or maybe they them. We're going to use they them pronouns, okay? Because we should not assume this mock's gender, all right? They are they them now. The most based Bionicle ever. It's like, I do not conform to your genders. I make my insurance is other people's inconvenience. Maybe, yeah, that makes sense. We'll do the Technic lever pieces. A non-binary Bionicle. Yes. So true, so true. Okay, there we go. So let's try to scoot it. It's gray on gray, so I'm gonna have to color at some point. Because the grays are actually starting to blur together. They're starting to. All right, we're gonna actually lean this back, and we're going to lean. Wait a minute. Before we lean it, let's first get that underway. This should be physical possible because I feel like you could put a Technic through there. I would think. No, that needs to be a little bit more. Yeah, I think that would do it. There we go. Too high. That's good. That's good news. That's really good. Hold on. Can we? Hold on. Is there? No. I'm trying to connect these two. Why won't you let me? Yeah, that's too low. What? Oh yeah, for the record, the entire Fantoka canister wave bar Vampra are buildable with replaceable parts. Although Liwa Fantoka needs Keylak parts. Oh yeah, Keelarak. Yeah, the green Visorak. I remember that set. Yeah, that isn't as bad. Vampra. Wait a minute. Does Vampra use? I thought Vampra used like black sockets. Did they use dark blue? Like short dark blue or long dark blue? There we go, and oh wow, it actually connected. It considers it connected. That's wild. Okay, so let's that does not help my case. That is not connected. That is not connected. I'm sorry, but that is not. Excuse me, my finest pardon. That does not look connected to me. I'm sorry. That does not look connected to me. I'm sorry, but that does not look connected to me. All right, well, 181. Oh no, it's glitching. It's actually glitching. Okay, so this is updated leg. This is the other leg. So we've grown. It's now more organic looking. We could probably still add the Borak. The Visorak parts, potentially. We can add that into the heels. Honestly, we could do that. Yeah, black short sockets are why you can't make Vampra 100%. Oh yeah, Chirax is also weird in that you need parts from a rare 2012 variant of Toxic Reaper. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I wish that we got those more chunkier sockets for Vampra in other sets, because that was like a one-time thing and then gone. Same with Drill Dozer's shoulders. Like those shoulder pads and Vampra's and Toxic Reaper's feet. Oh my gosh, so good. Lego knew they were cooking. They robbed us of a good time. They actually robbed us of a good time. And I am very disappointed in that they robbed us. Okay. I need someone to do some research for me. I'm also going to look it up. Did the Technic 4-length axle with stopper come in 2008? That is the real question, because I'm thinking about using. Wait a minute. I'm thinking about using it, but I'm not so sure it exists. Okay. Okay, Lego 4-length axle with stopper. It's 2009. Wait a minute. Released in 2010? No! 2010? How dare. Actually, I don't think it's gonna work anyways, because, like, there will be some collision there, which means the foot is going to get extra bulky, and I kind of like the shaping that it already kind of has. It kind of flows well into the foot, surprisingly. All right, we're just going to keep that there. We have the option to do stuff in the front of the leg now, so let's go ahead and take advantage of that through some Technic shenanigans. We have the option to put armor there, but we have to be very peculiar. I kind of like the pokey out bits, but realistically, it can't be pokey out bits because people are like, oh, exposed. I have no issue with exposed ball joints at all. I have no issue with it. But for some people, the ball joints bug them. I don't know why, but it always does. Almost every single two. If we upgrade to 2010, there are a few new pieces we can use. No, actually, the Glatorian neck and any more important surprise, and the surprising sturdy Ben 10 legs. I love the Ben 10 legs. They are so goated. So goated. I love those parts. Probably one of unironically, one piece that I'm surprised was not used a single time all of Hero Factory was the Ben 10 torso. The Ben 10 torso was never utilized outside of Ben 10. Like, you see the feet, some of the feet pieces being used in Hero Factory, like in Raja and XT4, the best small Hero Factory set in my honest opinion. But not a single Not a single. Oh, that's too long. That's too long, and it's gonna collide with the shape. Wait a minute. We don't need it. We just use a Technic. We literally just use a Technic beam. We just use a Technic beam. It's honestly surprising just how stable they are. Square joints, but actually, no wonder those foot pieces survived into 2015 with a new master. Yeah. I'm surprised that, like, CCBS didn't just outright switch to the square socket. Like, the superior square socket. They did not. They could have at any point, but they chose not to. And we're going to do this. All right, we're actually going to start coloring. Okay, I like this lake, so this one can go goodbye. It's gone now. And that looks good. I like that. So it's so simple. Just put some a Technic 1x Technic beam 1x3 right there. It works wonders. We're gonna add some system here. I'm gonna add some system to this part of the build. We're actually gonna do it, and it's gonna look nice. You're probably wondering, but Tributron, what do you mean you're gonna be using some system? That is so unlike you. And I was like, well, prepare to be amazed. Where is it? Is it in cylinder? Okay, funnel. Cone. There we go. And there you go. See, we got something robust going on. It's looking great. In my bite, it's more Kongomari than you'd think. You know what? The fact that Kongomari is probably the one of the few sets that has like the most system out of the Bionicle sets, not including play sets. I think the only one outside of Kongomari that comes even close would have to be the Terracotta from 2001. Because they had actual studs and bricks. But outside of that, I can't think of anything else, any other set at the top of my head that uses a good amount of system. I guess maybe the Baraki, because they use the Baraki eyes and the Exoforce hands, but that is besides the point. That is besides the point. That don't count. All right, so we got that going on. Let's go ahead and we're gonna start coloring this. I kind of want to start coloring it because it would give us an idea of the personality of this character. So right out the get-go, I am going to go straight into Dark Redfoot. No. If we do that, then that's gonna be dark. No, this is giving main protagonist. We do not. I don't want like. I want side character that's clear. That's also could be seen as the main antagonist. So side character, main protagonist. So let's go with maybe white. That section can be in white, and that goes in white. No, that's like main side character. What other colors? I'm trying to think here. Dark blue. Dark blue. Hold on. Wait, add dark blue here. They actually did first come with the Baraka. So technically speaking, it's a Bionicle first and foremost. Hey, syntax. Hey. We need to make it Yuri. You know what? True. We do. Why not? Hold on. This is giving me like buffed out 2 yet vibes. I'm not so sure if we want buffed out 2 yet. Okay, obviously, let's go out of the way. Let's do. That has to be black. Obviously, that has to be black. That has to be black. We'll probably. These pieces are easy to find in black, so that can be in black, and then we can go ahead and get some dark bluish gray in here and here. Why aren't you coloring? Okay, that's... Alright, we'll focus on that later. Alright, so maybe... Trying to think. There's not a lot of colors this limb comes in. It does come in black. But we need something because 2008 starts getting vibrant. That's the issue. It starts getting vibrant. So that does not come in that color. Blue. Yeah, that's a 2009 color, but you know what? I mean, it's starting to feel like something. It's starting to feel like something. Just playing. Wait, Bara coins. Oh my god, they actually are Yuri. Keat Orange maybe would need new feet, but still. Oh yeah, I forgot. Keat Orange. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. Okay, so we use. Wait a minute. You are a genius. You are a genius. Hold on. And we go ahead and. I kind of like. It's starting to grow on me. All right. I am starting to like that. Let's add. Wait. Takanuva? Did I just... No. Do we do Takanuva? Hold on. This is screaming off. Hold on. If we do trans neon green, just add that there. Add that there. That can be white too. Oh. we just, okay, hold on. I think we just made Takanuva an accident. But it kind of... Toa Igniter, maybe? The Toa of Ignition? Toa Ignition? Alright, so we're gonna get a socket here. Because this is still a Titan. So... Wait. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's feeling like Takanuva right now. Because Keith Orange pairs well with white. The only other color that we could potentially pair it with is maybe dark red. Which, we're gonna try dark red. Let's play with our colors a little bit. Dark red, it gives me Balta. It gives me Balta vibes, like from. But it's a little bit different. This feels like a new character. I kind of want to keep the dark red now. Dark red actually. Wait a minute, but that part doesn't come in dark red. But it can be in white though. It can be in white. This is an interesting character. I don't know who this is, but they look really good. I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this for now. But if push comes to shove, we'll do Takanuva. But it doesn't scream outright main character, but it's like someone that you would see in the Order of Matanui or something like that. That's what I'm envisioning right now, like an Order of Matanui member. Alright, so that... Oh, yeah. I forgot to color these pins in black. No, oh, no. That has to be blue. That has to be blue. Wait a minute, we can't do blue right there. That's gonna look wonky. But this looks so good, though. That actually looks good. I don't know who this is, but this is a cool... Wait a minute, does this piece even come in? Because this is now an essential part that has to be in dark red. Is that a piece that even exists? Hold on, let me actually look at the color here. It is 32348. 32348. Okay. Time to shell out for an O2 Black Axle, man. That's true. Chat. We forgot something. I just remembered something. We could do red as as syntax suggested. But, and that does look good, but I also remembered another color that exists. That being translucent orange. Hold on. It could also be translucent, but I kind of like the red. Because if it's translucent orange, then the rest of it kind of has to be like this, this, and this. And that gives too much fiery vibe, which... But the red actually is kind of growing on me. It's too bright. But I like the red though. The red, oh my. Yeah, it does not. Okay, what colors does this Technic beam come in? Comes in blue, dark green. We could do a dark green with a silver pattern. Let's try dark green, see how that looks. Because we could do that. That goes there, and then the foot is going to be dark green with the marbled silver. So that's going to be dark green, and it will have the silver on it. So that, even though you see it just solid green, just imagine there's silver marbling here. Considering that's going to be silver marbling, we're going to have to add silver there. Yeah, flat silver. We'll do the flat silver because that would make sense. Yeah, it does look good. And you still have the white highlights as well, so that's still like persistent in the color scheme. I can see this being a thing. And it won't be too loud in comparison with the blue pin, but man, wouldn't it have been awesome to have the dark red? The dark red actually kind of worked. It was growing on me. I really like the dark red. But if I really want to have that dark red, I'm going to have to commit heresy. Which... Yeah. So, okay, so we got... Oh, no. Okay, this is a different character. I was starting thinking, it's like, who does this remind me of? So they, like, because that's always my biggest concern when I'm mocking. It's like, who does this remind me of? The dark red was super unique. But this is actually reminding me of somebody. Somebody once told me the world is gonna rule me. Yeah, I'm really liking the dark green. I'm gonna try to make it feel like their own person. I'm actually gonna do something different here. You know how this usually ends up being the back of the thigh? We're gonna do it in the front. Yeah, that's right. I just did that. Put it in the front instead of the back. We are like, no. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do something even more crazier. We're gonna do something crazy. because we're gonna go ahead, grab another one. Plop it right in there. And then we're gonna have a tube go through there. And then, so, and I know that this piece would come in dark green. I think I've seen it in dark green. Hold on, let me look up the part. So, because this is very important. 32250. Okay. No, it does not. That's weird. I thought it did. Yeah, it does come in yellow. It does come in green. Oh yeah, it's definitely giving that like plant order Tenui plant mage for sure. It's definitely giving. We're gonna actually use lime. We're gonna throw in lime in there. Wait a minute. We got white, right? Yeah, white. We'll just do it in white. We'll just do it in white. That way we can keep the white all throughout and it still remains consistent. And yeah. We do need to throw in some dark green elements because it's going to be less and less dark green in the thigh. And we need that to because you kind of had to keep pacing in mind when it comes to color layouts, depending on scale. Like, the smaller it is, the wider the pacing can be, to the point where it's like, okay, feet is color A and head is color A, but torso is color B. And that's like your Matoran. But the bigger you get, you kind of have to balance the colors out. So, what other parts are in dark green? We already have marbling, so I'm thinking we incorporate the actual Inika shoulder pads. No, that's not gonna work. Because the shoulder pads come in dark green. That I do know. Or I can sell my kidneys for for green Hordika heads. That is also an option. But I do not want to sell. I kind of like the translucent green though. It would match with the eye color. So if we do that. Wait a minute. Does that part even come in? I have seen it in green, I think. I have seen it in green. Hold on. Okay, 5, 3, 5, 4, 4. Yes. What colors you come in? No, it doesn't come in dark green, but it comes in lime? No. No. This color doesn't exist. This color doesn't exist. What other parts come in dark green? There's the torso for the Toa Metru. That's in dark green. We can use that as a thigh, but I've used it as a thigh before. I'm not going to use it as a thigh again. I'm not one for repeating techniques. Unless if it's a really good technique, then I will spam it to the 9 realms. Now, this definitely came in dark green. That's dark green. So we have that part. That's a part that's dark green. We also have the Visorak feet in dark green. which would match the texture that we currently have going on. So we can give that a try as well, because it's no, beautiful figure. There you go. So we got that. Yeah, that's dark green, dark green. Oh, I picked a weird color. RIK. This also came in dark green, but I also used it in a thigh. That is a horrible model. I am not using that. This also came in dark green. This came in dark green. That came in dark green. That comes 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 in dark green. Okay, so we... That's true. Mattel no, we're not using Dino Dog's face. Dino Dog already patented his face, so we cannot use it, or else he'll legally sue us. We can't use Dino Dog's face. He'll sue us. Dino Dog would actually... That's true, it does! Oh, we can give him a lot of... Wait a minute. Are we... If we use... the Hordika leg... the Hordika... the Rakshi feet. What that would mean is either... they are... Either... They have very thick thunder thighs. That would basically mean thunder thighs right there. And I can kind of see thunder thigh energy with this leg design already. It's oh no. Do we do thunder thighs? Oh no. We can make them really thick. We can make them thick. Oh no. Not the thunder that oh. I there's no saving me. Everyone stay back. I'll take care of this thick Bionicle myself. I sacrifice myself for the thick Bionicle. The thick with 2 seeds, thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Yeah, I can't. Where's the Rakshi foot? I know I've seen it. Oh, there it is. I found it. All right, with all these pieces, all these wonderful pieces, which one? I'll paint them all green so that I can better process the information. Which of y'all will look good? Okay, so we're gonna actually swap this around. We're gonna have to swap it around. That's a must. And we can actually do a thing with this. There we go. And boom. All right, so that goes. So we got the white there. We'll keep the white. And then we're gonna go ahead and add another one of these just for the thigh, the hip connection point, because we're gonna actually He's gonna have, this person is gonna have cheeks. They will have cheeks. That is for sure. Maybe not the Fire Lord cheeks. We'll probably avoid the Fire Lord cheeks, but, you know, it is an option. And we're gonna go ahead and get some pins. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Rakshi spine piece also comes in dark green. Well, that came in only one set though. But I already have a plan in mind for doing the thigh. I already have I have a plan. It's a good plan. Oh, yes, we could do that. We could do that. There we go. Boom. You know, I was originally thinking it's like, oh, we'll just make a simple character, no biggie, you know, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be a small character. No. Just no. Why am I not surprised? But you can go in there. Thank you. You can go in there, buddy. All right, blue. And blue. And then get the Technic linker over here. And wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. I got an idea. I got an idea. Hold on. I got an idea. And then I need my pins. Where's my pins? I know we have the pins. There we go. There it is. Oh, it's gonna clip. Yeah, it's gonna clip through the entire time. No. It looks. Oh man. Wait a minute. Wait. There's another piece that's like that. Wait, why did I delete it? I only have one of it out. Let's just put that there and just grab that real quick. Hold on. There we go. And then we can switch that out for a 4 length. And then add some Borak eyes. I'm gonna see if the Borak eyes actually come in dark green. I'm actually curious if they do. If not, then I'm just gonna do it in silver. But if I can do it in green, that would be amazing. Let's put X346. Trans green, trans purple. No dark green. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, it does not, but we can just easily just do that. then that will go there. There we go. We have a... We'll probably make this disappear. There we go. There we go. We made it disappear. Magic. Truly. All right, we got a leg. Yeah, trans neon green is the way. All right, so I really like this character so far. It's growing on me. So let's actually, you know what? We're gonna, I think we're good here. I think we're good here Titan-wise. Let's go ahead and lean this to the best of our ability, which is going to be interesting because this has to be posed basically. Wait a minute. Hold on. There's clipping happening, which means we're gonna have to do this number to prevent the clipping, because I don't want it to be clipping. If I can avoid the parts clipping, that would be great. Yeah, that looks better anyways. Kind of flows with the design language that we're going with. All right, awesome, sweet, amazing. We're gonna go ahead and get this leaning a bit so that we can just mirror this. Let's actually, yeah, we're gonna delete all of that. Wait, we don't need it to take too much space. All right, so we're gonna actually hide that. There we go. And we are going to, wait a minute. No. We are actually just gonna hide that. That would be smarter. Let's save. We haven't saved once. We had to give this thing a name. We're gonna, I do like the Order of Matanui. Let me try to think of a gender neutral name. What is a good gender? Gender neutral. Ulaman. No. Ronin. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna call it the Ronin. There we go, the Ronin. That is so ominous. The Ronin. But hey, if it works, it works. All right, let's see if we can lean this a little bit, because it's gonna need to lean a little bit just for the sake of the connecting the rest of the body. There we go. Show that. And that is in line. Perfect. I love that. And now we copy mirror, and the foot is messed up. I sure love that. Actually, you know what? There's already black in there. We'll just throw silver, because it also comes in silver. We'll just throw it in silver. Call it a day. That looks good in silver. And then we can go ahead and add the hips. And we're going to have to end the stream here prematurely. I know, this was just ended up being mostly a leg stream. I might actually end up making them more squat, because they feel tall, like almost too tall. Like the lower legs gives me a more shorter design feel of a character. And considering how Titans were in 2008, let's end the poll, by the way. It's at 6-7%. I consider that as a win. Yeah, probably gonna need custom hips. Yeah. No, I'm gonna keep the Metro pelvis. I'm actually gonna keep the Metro pelvis. But I am definitely on the opinion on, considering how much weight is going to be on these knees, it's not really as supported. Which can be remedied for wait. No. No. Oh no, I just thought of something crazy. Oh, I just thought of something crazy. I solved my problem. I solved my problem. I thought it's the craziest thing. All right. I just thought of the craziest thing. We're gonna actually undo this. Okay, so we're gonna straighten it again. I thought of something crazy. This gone, this gone, this gone, this gone, this gone, this gone, this gone. This, we'll just move this. Wait a minute, why did I delete the, hold on. We'll just move that to the side. I kind of like that design trait. This gone. This gone. This gone. Yeah, I'm gonna put a piston here so it imitates the it imitates the Mata leg, because there's a piston on the Mata leg, so it's a bigger Mata leg. That's basically what I discovered. Can make a bigger Mata leg. So that's what we're going to be doing. Yeah, which means that goes bye-bye, mostly. We'll keep the boar guys to the side just in case if we do want to use them again, but all right. So we'll get some Technic. Wait a minute. Hold on, pulley. There we go. Actually, you know what? We can... There we go. This is actually looking really good. This is actually turning out way better than I was expecting it. All right. And obviously, we will add a piston. And then I will go. After that, I will then go. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask away, because I'm going to be ending this stream soon. I did not plan to stream as long as I did. So yeah. Oh, yeah. So that will go there. So we have the piston there. And that would just cut through, basically. That's what I'm thinking. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's gonna have to cut through. Maybe. I'm thinking because there's gonna be clearance issues, especially on these two parts over here, which means I'm putting strain on the plastic, so it would have to go in another configuration. Sticking it out further would mess up with the profiling more than it has already, because it kind of changed the feel and the energy of this part. I think I'm gonna have to sleep on it. I think I will have to actually sleep on it for a bit. But I am liking this design so far. It's actually growing on me, working on the Ronin. Yeah, because this is messing with the... Unless if it's double piston, instead of imitating, maybe have it be its own thing. So double piston on the knee, which is overkill, by the way. But even though it may be a little overkill, it does look better. And I can still add the detailing if I so wanted to. So I can still have this here with these elements still present, and that will still look equally as good. Yeah. Yep. But again, it's double pistoned. There's that has its flaws. No doubt about it. It has its flaws, and not only that, but it will not bend all the way. Whoa, we'll just do unsupported knees for the meantime. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when we get to it. We're gonna open recent. There we go, and we're back to where we were. There we go. So we'll sleep on this design. We'll sleep on it for now, and when we get back to it, don't save. There we go, and then that's already saved. Good. We still have our progress saved, so we had the backup. But yeah, that is going to be all for now. Thank you all for joining with me on the stream. This was a lot of fun. If you want to see more content like this, feel free to leave a like, and be sure to go ahead and subscribe as well. I also have an entire website if you guys want to go ahead and check out Ascending Depths Media, where I am making not only buildable figures, writing lore, some story, doing webcomics and artwork, and all sorts of stuff, and bring buildable figures back into our lives. So if you want to support a project like that, feel free to go ahead and check out Ascending Depths Media. Links in the description down below. But anyways, that's all for now. And I hope you enjoyed my build of the Ronin. Bye-bye!